Evening, folks. Going to call a meeting to order here at 1 Academy Street, the town offices, Tuesday, January 17th, 7 o'clock. The first item on the agenda is Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand and join us.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh. Agenda review. We have we're going to add contract to executive session. We may need that, so. Anything you need to add, Nicole?
Just go around now.
No.
I'm good, thank you.
Kathy, good? Amy, you all good? Yeah, sorry, drawing blank today. Brian, you good?
Well, I got a couple of things. First, the village gave approval last night at their meeting to go ahead with the website from EcoPixel, so I'd like to add that under, I guess.
Old or new
we
business?
can put it under old because
Okay.
we've
talked about it.
we've talked about it.
F.
And then we've also talked about this one. I have a contract here to sign from the watershed consulting about the stormwater permit on Bushy Street. But I would like to talk to you about that before we sign it because it's $25,000.
Ouch, okay.
For the consulting work.
Yeah, let's,
That's not the corrective action.
No, that's
you
not
wanna
the
put
action.
that under new?
Under new.
Yeah. New B,
And that's it.
okay. Steve, anything?
I'm good.
Had anything?
I'm all set.
All right. I'll entertain a motion to approve the minutes from our January 10th meeting.
I move.
A second.
All right, any other discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Public comment, anybody have anything to comment on that's not on the agenda?
Earl can't hear anything.
Oh, you hear us, Earl? I can't hear you, you're muted. There we go. We're working on it, Earl.
He's gonna unmute himself.
Earl, you gotta unmute yourself.
There.
There we go.
There.
Got you now. All right, we're on public comment. All good? Law enforcement, animal control report, do we have one?
We don't have one for animal control, but we
Okay.
do have one on the health officer report.
Okay.
Actually, I had it to the last meeting. It went to my spam.
Oh,
I had
okay.
a problem with her email going to my spam,
Alright.
but it's there. It's the one situation that she mentions on Woods Hill with the sewage hookup.
Mm-hmm.
And that was that.
Okay, looks good. Perfect. Yeah, back on the right page, we're all set. Mhm. Yeah, can you follow up with him, Jim, see if he's got a report for us, or?
Well, he was right in here the other day on
Oh,
Friday and
yeah.
said that I told him the meeting was tonight and he
Yeah.
had the report, but I didn't get it.
Yeah,
And I checked spam and it
yeah,
didn't go there.
alright, just follow up with him in
Yeah,
a minute,
I will.
no big deal.
Yeah.
Approve Swanton Public Library operation budget, page 6.
Which, in your packet, this is the operating budget that you had some questions on.
Yep,
We met with both the chair of the board of the library as well as with the director of the library, Abby and Nicole, this morning. We do have actual figures for 2022 for each of those categories and then the 2023 budget. And the numbers they provided me, the numbers I got here, they all agreed. So it was so that's what we've got, and it can take a minute if you want to review it. Get any questions?
Well, what drove that 9.79% increase really was the building maintenance.
No, you're in your
No,
packet, Steve.
No, in your,
Okay,
Page 7.
I'm looking at the library.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's our
Okay, sorry.
this
Yeah.
is that.
two of
No,
them.
you're right.
Public.
It's actually a decrease
It's,
from what I
yeah,
understand.
yeah, it's,
Okay.
the library has two budgets. The operating budget, which we are now looking at,
Yeah,
and then the other is in buildings and salaries. So one
their
way-
budget, our budget, basically.
Right, yeah.
Contents and programming versus building and
Yep.
wages.
No. What's collection and development?
That's our books.
Okay.
The only one is down. I think that we're reviewing tonight.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's fine. Was there any rollover money left from last year?
No,
No? How come?
we spent it all. We had a good year, lots of
Okay.
community programs.
Yep, okay. Yep. No. Alright. Looks fine to me. I don't have any questions on it. I think I'm good. Everything else good on it?
Good.
Alright, I'll entertain a motion to approve the library budget.
So move.
I'll second.
And a second on it. Alright, any other discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Let's have it. Alright,
Now,
thank you, Abby.
Thank you.
you go to the separate handouts that Kathy provided for
Okay.
your library budget,
Okay,
building and salary budget.
wow. I get this paper put to the library along.
It's gonna be in that,
Yeah, I know, I'm just getting this backward ball.
getting it ready.
Keep me in order. Now we're going to the other one, Steve.
Got it.
General budget, highway. Here we go. Okay.
Earl, did you get your copy?
Yes, I saw them, I read them all,
Okay, thank you.
and there was a rollover on our portion of the library budget, right?
Yes,
And it's like 37,000.
yes, 37,714.61.
Okay. So what were we doing with the 37,000?
It's gonna be deducted from the amount we need, so the amount can go
Okay.
to the taxpayers for is the 175,382.39.
Yep. Okay,
Which is a decrease than what we asked for last year.
Last year, the total budget last year was 194,097. The new budget this year is 213,097. But because of the carryover, we're only gonna ask for 175,382.
mm-hmm,
Cause we're gonna use that carryover to make up the difference to the 213.
mm-hmm,
And a big chunk of that is the insurance, cause we budget for the insurance.
and we added
As
money for
of
the
right now, we
building,
don't have anyone who takes it, but we budget for it just in case.
and we added money for the building maintenance
Yeah,
stuff
we
too,
increased the
so.
building maintenance from 3,000 to 10,000.
Yep,
I make a motion, we accept that.
I second. Alright, any other discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Ayes have it. Alright. Police protection, Swanton PD, P.E.G. Where is it? Oh, yeah. So is this a final number?
This is the final number
Mm-hmm.
for 56-hour coverage.
Yep.
Okay, the contract would be 196,784.08. Or they also included 70-hour coverage. And that would go to 274,652. And of course, there was the other options that were provided, we met last week.
It's about a 25% increase over
It is.
last
It
year.
is, yeah.
25 and a penny or so on it.
Now, I had asked for the complete budget of the whole department. And I think you probably, it's not ready yet, but I'm pretty much probably the increases in wages. I know they had to substantially, to be competitive, they substantially had to bump up their wages. But we'll know better once we finally see that budget.
I think I'd like to table this till we go into executive session and talk about this contract. In executive session, I don't know how the rest of you feel, but we got a lot to talk about with this, with all the other options we were given last week, and
I agree.
I think
I agree.
we should talk about it amongst ourselves.
Okay.
Yeah, we can just wait till the end and do that. And, okay, highway budget.
The only numbers that changed from the last time we got together was we added
Mhm.
the beautification for the $3,000.
Yep.
And basically everything else is the same. We don't have the final number for the police yet, so that's kind of in limbo. So basically, we're gonna look at subject to that finalization.
So we got a 19.53% increase.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I wanna check something.
But a lot of that increase came from having to do with the culvert.
That's right, that's
Sure.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright,
And
yeah,
you know,
we'll change that to
if
350.
we have a real concern about that, as far as the effect on the overall budget and taxes, maybe we could pay that back over 2 years too.
What, back over 3 years
The
or?
McQuam culvert.
Oh, the Palm Culvert, yeah. Well,
But then I got all the stuff, but you haven't figured out what the tax rates are yet, right, Kathy?
No.
No.
That's my next step to do, once we finalize these, I'm still doing my year-end, balancing a little bit for the statement, finding out exactly how much money we have on hand. And then, the revenues from what state aid we get and the licenses and fees we get, I'm gonna pull that all together. So that will give us what we're actually need to, taxpayers will have to raise by taxes, but
yeah,
we just need to get the
Do you
budget
expect,
final.
do you expect an increase in the state aid?
No, and if it is, it's not gonna be a lot. It's
it's coming from
probably,
the state, it'll be pennies, so.
yeah, it's probably anywhere between, it's probably like $150,000 rounded up now. Used to be like 141, so it's got up slightly. But we don't get like an extra lot of money out of it, you
Yeah.
know.
Earl raised a good point. Some of those expenses were unavoidable, such as the culvert. Do we ever mention that when we make the presentation, or?
We usually put the big things in there, yep,
Covered in the narrative, some sort?
yeah, well, a lot of it's unavoidable, I mean, the price of materials has gone up, the price
Oh,
of
yeah.
fuel's gone
Yeah.
up, there's
I
a
mean,
lot
that's all
of
stuff
things.
that people would recognize, but
Maintenance and
the
equipment.
major expense was the culvert, and
Yeah,
what do you, then we have another one coming up,
Mhm.
up on French Hill.
well, we're working on the Barry Road one, but,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, we'll see how that all pans out,
Okay.
but that's a major project.
And then while we're on it, we increased the stormwater permits to $20,000 from
Yeah.
2,500, which was 700% increase. But if you have that 25,000, we're probably gonna have to relook at that number,
Yeah.
cause if that's 25,000 just for the
Yeah.
consulting,
consultant.
correct?
That's the
That's
consultant,
just-
not the engineering, not the application fee, just the,
And the application's
And
gonna
the
be what,
implementation.
$10,000?
could be as much, we don't know. That's,
Yeah.
It's just insane.
and that's just one development,
Yeah.
that's Bushy Street, okay, we've got,
Yeah, how many more?
Country Club Estates.
That is Country Club Estates, right?
No, this
No.
is Bushy Street,
Oh, that's the Bushy Street one?
Bushy Street,
Oh, I thought we were talking about Country Club.
no,
That one's forthcoming.
Oh,
that one's forthcoming.
Lord help us.
I
Yeah.
am, gotta get hold of our, the state's websites are updated
It's
with
just
the committees
ridiculous.
and everything else for the legislature, so I'm gonna see who's on those committees, and I'm gonna call them and say, hey, you gotta do
This
something.
is insane.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very
Hundreds of thousands of dollars for some stupid permit
Yeah.
from the state that we've had paid pennies for, and
Yeah.
you know what, it was $750 before. Now all of a sudden it's going to cost us $50,000. you
Right,
know?
because you gotta redo the
Yeah.
whole, like you're applying
Yeah.
for first.
Makes no sense, but we're dealing with the state, so.
Now, on that,
Yeah.
the people from Watershed Consulting, that's the consultant for this that Tyler Billingsley hooked me up with. Because they work cheaper than an engineer, but eventually you have to get the engineer into it.
Yeah.
They would be, I told them I'm not gonna sign or have anybody sign this until we discuss it.
Yeah.
And they indicated they'd be willing to come up and probably through Zoom talk with us about what is all this about.
It might not be a bad idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just the beginning.
Yeah.
That's the scary part.
I don't know, it's crazy.
Do we put any more money aside for stormwater permits?
I mean, that base price right there is 25,000. I don't know how much more it's going to cost beyond that.
Really know.
Who knows? Yeah. I know, and that's only one of them.
Now, some of it,
So,
They're not all at one time though.
no, and this may actually be into, the actual permits go into the next fiscal year as well to the state, so we may be able to buy some time there. That's what
so
I'd
do we
like
have to pay them a $25,000 retainer, or is it just a deposit to start the job?
Was, I believe, I got that thing here.
I mean, we can come back and vote on this
Yeah.
after we talk about that, just to make sure we don't want to change anything.
And that's only what's called 30, for this amount of money to get the permit, it's a 30% plan development. Not 100% of the plan, 30% of the plan.
So
Satisfy
that
the
25,000 will get us 30% of the plan?
Right, that would be 30%.
Right.
And this is an estimated cost. I'm looking to see when, this is what is required for compliance is 30%. But that's why when I started reading all of this, I think we should have them come up or on Zoom and give us an explanation, just what, because this is foreign territory. It's all new legislation. And we may want to bump it up a bit.
well, now it's time to do it.
Yeah.
I would say, just, and then if we don't spend it, well, we've got it.
Yeah,
in
just go
case.
back, yeah.
Because we know it's not gonna go away.
I would say maybe change it to 30,000, but I
I
don't
was
think
just
I'd go
gonna
any more than that.
I'd
At
say
least that'll
30.
cover that part.
I'd say 30.
This is all new to
yeah.
us, so,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, we'll see what they
Yeah.
say, but,
And then maybe what we should do is going forward is.
What's that, Earl?
Who's in charge of that at the state, at the AP Natural Resources?
well, I don't know the person's name, but it's the DEC. I have to find out who's actually in charge of this.
Did
But-
they send what the towns are required to do? Do they have that all written up, or?
Oh, they do, yeah, they do. It was originally designed so that people with large parking lots, privately owned parking lots, would be paying the bulk of it, but the rules have extended to any impervious surface. So that includes the roads and the driveways and whatnot that feed into that impervious surface. So that's where, now we're bad, there's some other communities that are worse. And this was first brought to my attention that the application fee, we haven't even gotten to that part yet, the application fee for some could be as high as $10,000. As a matter of fact, it was relayed to me by Tyler that the city of Newport application fee for the city of Newport is $45,000. That's for just the application fee. So that's why there
Yeah.
needs to be some legislative action on this.
Oh, yeah, that's insane.
And I don't know if they'll do
Yeah.
it, but they need to correct it. They created a
So-
monster.
Private developments that have stormwater ponds and stuff, are they gonna fall into the same
Yes, they
same
will.
jurisdiction? Oh, boy.
Yeah, they will.
Yeah.
It's my understanding that,
Yeah,
cause what happens if that permit isn't in place, nobody would, when they go to sell
Mm-hmm.
their property,
yeah, well, that's what happened at Country Club.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. so that's, I'm not sure what's gonna happen. This is a mess.
yeah, I think we need some more people in Montpelier to do something.
Kathy,
Yeah,
fresh in my memory, on that town garage loan, are we making a monthly payment on that?
No, we pay once a year,
Okay.
yeah,
yeah,
All right.
once a year,
So I'm not losing my mind,
Yeah.
no.
So,
Yeah.
how much did we have to pay for that?
Total for the garage, it was 800,000.
yeah.
Okay, and we borrowed that and it's been bonded or?
This loan, $10,000 a year,
That-
that's separate from the
That's
payment.
separate from the loan
And we
payment,
put this in there years ago because,
to pay it off in the time.
to pay it off in the time it was supposed to pay it off because we didn't get the funds from the 4th Street property that was supposed to be for the original sale. So we
had
added
to
that extra to the
re-amortize
highway
it.
budget to cover that.
So
So
we
it all,
borrowed the money from a bank or the bond
Bank.
fund or something?
yeah, yeah.
So on page 2, there's a $40,000 line item, so we take the
So-
40, so we're paying $50,000 a year.
Yeah,
Okay, that's,
yeah.
How much we have left?
On page 2, there's a $40,000 line item that says town garage.
I see that, I said, how much we have left?
You know what?
Oh,
that
to
one
pay?
says.
Oh, I can go with
No, that's okay, I'm just curious.
three maybe, 300,000 maybe.
Yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, alright.
And what is Tenco cap reserve?
That is the dump body on the last new truck we bought.
Oh, okay,
That's in the manufacture of it. So we had to pay for the body after we got the truck later on.
Okay.
And that's the balance that was owed on it. Was there anything else we wanted to talk about on the highway?
Well, what those items at the bottom is, the middle sections our actual budget was, so out of the capital reserve fund, we took the 51,488. Then we received a grant from BB Road for $121,121.10. That was for the culvert, and we received a $196,000 paving grant. And out of the contingency fund, we took $80,000 out, $50,000 toward paving and $30,000 to cover part of the $175,000 new culvert that we had to put in
Short
on
culvert, yep.
BB Road. And then we received some grant money that was grant money we should have received in 2021. We didn't get it to 2022, so I'm using that for an offset. So if you take what we over in our budget and add those in, we ended up being a negative $27,067.25. However, out of that, we have to budget $40,000 a year for the MVU, the Route 78 sidewalk, which the balance of that from the $40,000 in 2022 was $34,082.08. We need to keep that. We keep that rolling over every year because we are going to spend it eventually.
Yeah.
So all said and done, the budget for highway budget was actually a negative $61,149.30.
that means we overspent,
Right,
okay,
Because of the culvert.
because of the
Yeah,
$175,000 culvert.
Yeah.
So
looks
We-
nice.
So we budgeted an extra $120,000 in our road improvement fund to cover the shortage.
Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
here's
All
what
right.
it is, James.
It is, yeah, exactly, alright. The only change is the 30,000, they increase the stormwater permit line to 30,000. Other than that, I think we're all set to vote on it.
Except for the police.
Oh yeah, we gotta settle the police for a vote on that, okay. Alright, we'll come back to this then after we talk about that. General,
So nothing's changed in there.
Okay, perfect.
That makes it easy.
Anybody have any questions on the general?
Let me get to my notes.
We talked about changing that contract. I have had discussions with, Tim Smith,
Yeah.
okay? What they would like us to do, and I think it's very fair, is they would like to have us pay for the January, February, and March, 3 months of the remaining 6 months, because they are on a fiscal year, not a calendar year. And they did their budget in July. Give time to, get things, organized and turned over, and I believe that's very fair proposal on their part.
For Elizabeth's position we paid for, that we're not gonna renew. But we only had a contract for 1 year. That's the
I
only
know,
thing, a kicker I have
know,
with it.
but I understand that, James, but they are on a fiscal year.
Yeah,
So they budgeted till next June 30th. And, I kinda leaves everything up in the air, but they're willing to split the difference with us.
Are we bound by that?
What are we talking about?
No, we probably aren't bound by that.
yeah, I don't know if we should talk about this executive
Yeah, I was gonna
session.
say, I think
It
this
is, it's contract, we probably should talk about it in executive session, or I'll be honest with you.
Well, I don't know if we need to, we're gonna do it anyways.
Yeah. Whatever,
You
it
know.
doesn't matter, but, Yeah.
And I also talked with Neil Spear, and Neil thinks what we're proposing is probably the better way to go. And he told me I could tell you this tonight, that they would look into sharing some of that cost for this new position. So we'd have somebody right in our office, full-time, helping Brian, in order to keep all these grants, or get new grants.
yeah, we can talk about that. So it's gonna,
It'd be about
Yeah.
$3,125, Earl, is that what they're?
another
for the 3
$3,000
months?
for another 3 months, it's $1,000 a month,
Yeah.
basically.
That's what it'd be, the pay, as we've been paying for the next 3 months.
Okay. Anybody else on that subject? So we need a budget, change that budget then for 3 more months then.
Did you tell me what the line item is?
The line item for that position for FDIC for, we can add another $3,000 to cover it for the next 3 months if that's what we're gonna do.
From the FDIC?
Yeah.
That's the federal
No,
department.
Frank-
No,
Franklin County
yeah,
Industrial
Frank County
Growth.
Industrial Growth.
Oh.
Elizabeth's
that-
position,
Well, that's
we're not gonna
FICDC.
redo.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was gonna
So
say,
one day a
the
week we
bank's
pay
gotta
for
have-
It was on the bottom, but it's no longer here.
yeah, we took it out because we weren't,
No, it's here, it's under Memorial Day.
It's just not, and, yeah,
yeah.
I knew it was here somewhere, like, where is that?
Under Memorial Day. Fourth one
Yeah.
from the bottom.
Actually, it's in the
No,
budget.
that's not it.
No, that's.
No, that's
Oh,
not
that's
it.
their line, yes, that's what
That's
they
what we
get
give
for us.
them. How could I take that out? No, I know it's not, just, where are we paying?
I don't see it in there.
Yeah,
I think we took it
It
out.
should be
It's
in.
gone, no.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna have to add it back in,
Yeah,
so, we can put it back in, 3125.
so do we need to vote if, accepting that we're gonna pay them for 3 more months? Brian,
Yeah, we would have to, because.
probably gonna have to make a motion. I'm not-
We're paying Miss Nance, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, we're paying FDIC for 3 more months for her position. I'm not gonna sit here and argue about it, I don't agree with it, but,
I'm not sure I do either.
Well, I got a feeling it's gonna make the transition a lot easier, and, it's not gonna create any, or burn any bridges.
Can we,
And now that the village, after talking with Neil today, I think this is definitely the right way to go, and they're willing to work with us, and they're willing to provide some money for this new position.
Can we put some?
Because there are, I mean, there's grants out there, there's gonna be grants there's gonna be for the village, there's gonna be grants for the town, but, we can get going on that thing if we have enough help in our own office.
Well, I think we need to talk about that part in executive session. It's just the way I feel, but I know how you all
I'd
feel
like to
about
see
it.
it go into executive session.
Yeah. That's, something we need to talk about amongst us, but. Alright, so we're gonna talk about the 3,000 executive session too, or we're gonna vote on it? I don't know what more you guys wanna talk about it, I'm not keen on it, but I know we're not, trying not to burn bridges either.
I'd like to see what we're gonna get for the 3,000.
Seems what we're getting.
Well, isn't it finishing up the pipeline, Earl?
What's that?
That money's to get through finish up the pipeline that's going on for Swanton there? Is that what,
Hold on, I didn't quite hear you. You said something about a pipeline?
well, the continuing this, paying for this is to finish up all the things that are in process, correct? To get those
Yeah,
cleared up
yeah.
and taken care of.
Right, and to get them transferred to us, everybody's gonna work together. Now, I mean, the FCDIC, they're gonna still work with us. And let us be working on things that.
Well, they're still working with us anyways, because we pay them another 12,500 a year for their services, so.
Did we sign
Yeah.
the initial contract at budget time last year, or was it later in the year?
It was
No, it's at
budgeted,
budget time.
yeah, January 1, that we budgeted, so.
For a year.
It was a year contract, that's why I understand your point, Earl, that, we're trying to work together, but, it was only a year contract, that's where I'm at with it.
I understand that,
Yeah.
but, we probably should have notified them long before this.
Yeah, I agree with you on that part, yeah.
So now we're kind of leaving them, and I think I don't know, I think they're gonna keep the position there, for Elizabeth, from my understanding, and, this is gonna help make the transition, and this is gonna get the stuff, back to us, because there's a lot of things that she has been doing, that we're gonna need to get here.
Alright,
I think to remain amicable, I think kind of have to.
yeah. We're gonna try to keep peace between us, but, yeah. Alright, I'll entertain a motion so we can vote on the $3,000 extra to finish out the contract with the FDIC.
So it'll be $3,125.
Alright, $3,125,
That's our share?
that's our share, yeah. So wanna make a motion on that?
I'll move.
Earl, make a motion, alright, someone second it?
I'll second.
Alright, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Right.
Nay,
Opposed?
nay.
Okay. I voted nay. Ayes have it. Alright, so. Are we good on the general now, or are we gonna go back and talk about something else?
No, we're working on the general right now,
Okay,
but, and pretty much none of the items, numbers changed except for that one and the number other than, that's it. I think we're good.
So we can make a motion.
yeah, I'll entertain a motion to approve the 2023 general budget.
I'll move.
Second.
Second on it, alright, any other discussion? The only change is gonna be that added the 33,000, whatever.
3,125.
Yeah, add to that. Alright, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed?
Aye.
I have it. Alright. Website,
As I mentioned earlier, the village of Swanton okayed the arrangement with Echo Pixel. I did get hold of a person in Waterbury. She was very pleased with their service, and couldn't say enough good about them.
That's good.
And So the village has gone along with it, and so now, yes, we need a motion to go ahead. And, and then we'll have to hammer out the details of the village, but, we'll get started.
What is the dollar amount?
Well, the first year, for their, documents that were sent, the, year one totals $13,325, then year two will be $1,800. And then they give a cost breakdown, the website design and development's $5,000, content migration and ADA remediation, $6,525. That's based at $5 a page. The estimate, they're estimating 1,305 total pages of documents. And then ongoing support is the $1,800 per year.
All right. And is that number split between us and the
That would
village?
be split, yeah.
Okay. And we talked about using ARPA funds to pay for that, the original base website.
We
Or,
did, but
yeah.
we weren't really,
Yeah.
but we
Yeah.
figured we could take that out of there, because that is.
That, or we're gonna, my question is, we're gonna have to budget for it if we're not
Right,
gonna.
well, we can take it out of our,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's a big half of that, and I'll just work, I'll give Bill a
So
call.
next year, you guys will have to make a line item
Yeah.
for the
With
yearly
1,800,
service fee
well,
for that.
900.
It's in there already.
Yeah.
You'll
For
be
the
here-
website?
Yeah.
You'll be here at the meeting to remind us, right?
Yeah.
It's in there somewhere, I called it.
Yeah, no, I saw it, website.
Okay,
Website maintenance, I put $1,500 in.
15.
okay,
Okay.
that's all right,
Yeah.
yeah.
But that wasn't the original cost of a 13 that was splitting.
No, that's just the annual.
This is the annual.
Yeah. We're covered.
I do think, just in my opinion, that some of the things that are on our current website could be weeded out before they do the transition, which may actually reduce that cost a
I'm
little
gonna
bit.
start weeding again.
Yeah.
Definitely, we don't need the same thing, in 3 different places on the
Yeah.
same website.
Right,
Mhm.
right.
Yeah.
All right,
But I do agree that
I'll entertain a motion to go forward with the contract for the website for the
I move.
13,000 and change. Or, well, our share of the 13,000. All right,
second.
second on it. Any other discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, ayes have it. Okay. Retail and business, review select board report, page 11.
Which I had sent out last week, and it was just,
Yeah, I don't think I looked at it.
it's, because obviously the budget numbers are blank, right? They'll get filled in. There's one other thing too I'd like to do, I'll just bring up the executive session. when we get
Have a
there.
good night, Abby.
Thanks, Abby.
Night.
Thank you.
It'll be very brief.
Brian, when the part where you get into economic development, you're saying, refer to the economic development report. Are you writing that report too?
Well, not for I was gonna talk about that. I mean, actually, I mean, I can, but I mean, actually, Elizabeth would normally part of that job for the year end, she'd write a report.
Yeah, so we need to get a report from Elizabeth then.
Yeah.
for-
For the activities for the year, plus there was a report sent by FCIDC.
Yep.
Electronically, it'll get published in the report, for the whole operation of the FCIDC. Then I haven't worked, on the economic development portion, of this report. I haven't, obviously I'm just citing, 2021 in there. I gotta wordsmith that. So that, but if she, for some reason, doesn't, I can, but we have to make that, we gotta know that fast, cause this is gonna go to the town, the report's gonna go down to.
Next Friday.
Next
Next
Friday,
Friday, okay.
A week from this Friday.
right, so,
Alright.
yeah, so we gotta,
Have you talked to her about this?
no, we were gonna wait till,
Okay, I understand.
this meeting. And,
At a minimum, you can mention a few of the real big highlights, H2O taking over, you
Oh, yeah.
know, that grant getting closed down, I mean, that should be in the selectmen's report.
yeah,
You know, and, that, you know, and a few of the new small business that have started to, you know, just a general
Yeah.
highlight of the activity.
Yep,
that it's sometimes difficult to find a parking space in downtown Swanton, which is,
Are we gonna mention what Gordon has done down here and the exercise?
yes, yep.
Maybe it's in there and I missed it when I
I
read it.
thought I don't know if I put it in, but I was thinking of it, and, but yes, it definitely will go in.
I'd also like to see noted someplace about us adopting the ordinance for ATVs on
Oh, yeah.
town roads. I think that's a really important piece that needs to be recognized.
Is McQuam Shore included in that?
they all are.
They
I
all
don't think
are.
I've seen two this year,
No,
and they were very quiet.
Well, then that's wonderful. That's what we
Yeah.
want to hear.
no,
Yeah.
no, it's all been good. Yeah. Alright. Anything else under that report?
No,
Okay.
I'll take this and
Yeah.
do some more wordsmithing and send it out to you guys.
Okay, sounds good to me. Stormwater permit, we're gonna,
Well, we kinda
yeah,
already did that.
Okay.
We'll try to get them here on,
Yeah.
the 7th
Okay.
of February.
alright, community economic development,
Not much there to report, because we've been
Okay.
busy with the budgets. But,
okay,
it's,
highway, nothing exciting, other than we,
Well, before we move on, I think I'm not sure I read it the other day, but did you mention anything about the new plan the town plan that's going in process right now in that report, Brian?
I can, I'd have to read it and see, but
You didn't
Yeah.
mention your report, did you? You don't put that in your report.
the new town
Yeah,
plan,
the new-
they're
It's in
working
your
on.
report, the new plan. Planning report.
yeah, it goes into their planning, but the select board can mention it, so,
Okay,
yeah.
alright, well, now,
Yeah.
alright, highway department, I don't have anything exciting, other than we had a blown tire on the truck that runs on the bushy road, and we had to repair it side the road, cause it was a drive tire, steer tire, so. But we fixed it, got it back to the shop. That's it, under there. Any other necessary business? Correspondence?
No correspondence.
Nothing. Public comment? Last call?
Surprisingly, no.
No, we're all good tonight, good. Upcoming events, Wednesday, January 18th, planning commission meeting, 6:30 PM, town offices. Thursday, January 26th, DRB, 6 PM, here at the town offices. Tuesday, February 7th, regular select board meeting at 7 PM. And I'll entertain a motion to go in executive session for I don't know if we can personnel contracts.
I move that we find that we enter executive session for the select board to receive confidential contract personal information for which the premature disclosure of it to the general public would clearly place the select board and others at a substantial disadvantage.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, ayes have it. Part two.
Have a good rest of the evening.
I move
Yeah,
that based
take
on
care.
our just advantage, we now enter executive session.
Alright. Alright, I hear a motion to come out of executive session.
I move that we come out of executive session at 8:58.
I second.
No, 8:40.
8:48.
8:48. You
8:48, I'm
making
sorry.
me think tonight.
I apologize.
Second. Alright, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, ayes have it. We're now back in a regular meeting. Action taken, none really, cause we're gonna vote on it right now, so. So we're all set with the highway numbers, Kathy, to vote on?
Are we using that number that's in there? or the number that Brian got today, cause it's a little different than what Lynn sent, than what's in there.
I just wanna make sure we're all on the right
What
page before we
number?
vote on it.
For the police, it was different than what we had the last time,
Oh,
Yeah, there we go.
by a little bit, in your notes, it said that it was gonna be-
General, here it is. This must be- Yeah. Yeah, it says we're gonna change the only addition would have been to up the stormwater to 30,000, I think.
Okay,
Right. Someone else piped in if I'm wrong.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we needed to add the police budget. We need to make sure that's what the number was. That was the other weight, so. And that's the number we're gonna go with, so.
so in here that she sent you today, it was 196,784.08.
oh,
And
yeah,
originally it
it's
was
like-
196,698.60, so I'm just gonna change it by that few amount of
Yeah.
change.
It's just a little change.
So it went up more, or was it?
Yes.
Slightly more.
784, not by a lot.
Like 100.
It went from 698.60 to 784.
$80.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
okay.
Alright. Okay, so the highway department's good. We're, like I just said, we're gonna increase that to 30,000 for the stormwater. And the police coverage needs to be changed to $196,784.08.
Yes, correct.
And then we'll be all set.
We all set?
Alright, so I'll entertain a motion to approve the highway budget. First and a second.
Second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. Okay, and then we gotta do, the police budget. I need to get a motion to,
I move.
need a second on the police budget.
A second.
Alright, now, any other discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Ayes have it. That's done. I think that's it, right? We voted on everything. Just wanna make sure before we
Do you
adjourn.
need them?
The police and the highway was the only one we had to come back to. Yeah, we voted on the website, we're all good. I think we're all good. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Alright,
No second.
second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. We're now adjourned.
All right.
Thank you, everybody.